video is going to be all about how we are saving money on lunches for my husband. So everybody always asks how we save up money for all of our trips for Disney and things of that nature. So one of the things that a lot of people forget is how much they spend on eat out whenever they're at home and not on vacation. So I'm trying to help people that keep asking us how we do it by showing little bits and pieces of little things that we do every day to try to save money. So the first thing that I did for this meal prep was I bought a pack of pork chops for $1.49 per pound. It does have some bone in it, but not really a whole lot. So most of that money went straight to the meat itself. If you want to watch our video about how we cook our pork chops, click up here right now and you will see that video. The other step to this process is I was able to get a 12 pack of the ballpark buns for 2 for $5. We had hot dogs yesterday for lunch. We're probably going to have them again for dinner tonight before we go to house sit, and then we also bought a 12 pack of the hamburger buns. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is, you see the scissors, and I already have a 1 week's worth of lunches done, and I still have this much meat left, and I still have this much bread left. So my goal at this point is to see how many more meals I can do out of this before I run out of either meat or bread, which it looks like probably bread first. So what I do is I'm going to be cutting them down into size, and this one may be a little big and I've got to get the bone out of it too. And then I just literally just put it on here, wrap it in the paper towel, and then I put it in the Ziploc. So for those that are concerned about how many Ziplocs we use, my husband's work actually has a recycling program at his work for plastics. So as long as he makes sure there's no food in it first, turn it inside out and all that, he can actually recycle these at his work. So it's not as much waste. And then the paper towels we send him are smaller than the ones they use at work, so it's still less waste that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is debone this one, cut it down to size, and then I will show you what it looks like before I wrap it up. So here's what it looks like whenever it's finished up. You can see all I did was put the meat on it. It did have a little more bone than I thought it did, but I was still able to fit that whole piece of meat onto here. And then I flip them upside down so that the fold sides are on the underneath. And when you lay it flat, it holds better that way. And I'm just going to take a Ziploc and put it in there. And here's what it looks like whenever it's finished. That way, if, like this upcoming week, whenever I'm not home, he can just do a quick grab and go for lunches, which also helps him to be able to take care of the dog while we're away. And it's just quick and easy. So for the ones I'm going to put in the freezer, I'm also going to put them inside of another Ziploc inside of there, and then those Ziplocs also, of course, get recycled. But the ones that I actually have laid out for him for work, I actually have the days of the week written on so that he knows how many he has for each day. So here's what they look like in the big bag. Just finished off the pack of buns. There are 7 in here, and I still have, I put the bones on top while I was doing it, but there's 2 whole and a little bit more than 2 whole pork chops left. So what I'm probably going to do is just use regular sandwich bread from here and keep making sandwiches. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this bag in the freezer, and I'm also going to add a date to it. So I did some really quick math after I finished. I ended up with a total of 16 sandwiches. The pork chops were $7.29 for all of it, and it was $1.49 per pound. So I paid $7.29 for the whole pack, $2.50 for the 12 pack of buns, and then I used about half a loaf of bread. The loaf was 99 cents, so I went ahead and said it was 49 cents for the bread that I used, which came to a total of $10.28. Divided that by 16 sandwiches, I ended up with 64 cents per sandwich. So the only thing I have to add to that is that we would have like 1 Powerade per day. That price fluctuates. It's usually around 88 cents. And then they provide free fruits and vegetables at his work during the summertime to encourage more healthy eating while he's at work. So for 16 days, I can do lunch at his work for around $2 a day. And that is how we save money on lunches for his lunch. So if you have any questions in the comments below about food plans or saving money for Disney, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.